There happened to be a wealthy man some time ago. He was very rich, very wealthy. He had a lot of properties, estates, and investment. In fact, indeed, he was very wealthy. So he was thinking of retiring soon from business. So now busy looking for someone capable who can take after him running the business the way it should be. He had a son, and but he wouldn't want to hand over the business to someone whose ability has not been tested. So he called his son one day and told him, I want you to go out of my loin. Go to wherever you know you can go to. He gave him a lot of money that he could live his life with and enjoy life with. At the same time, he gave him a tablet of knowledge, and he told him to leave his loin, that he wouldn't want to set his eyes on him until after 7 years. So, with all gladness, this boy seen a lot of money, collected the money and the tablet of knowledge. He traveled out of the city to another city. And when he got to another city, he started living a luxury life because he had enough, more than enough money to live by. So he was living his life, enjoying life, cruising around. He did not even bother to look at what is written in the tablet of knowledge that his father gave him. So within the first 3 years, this guy exhausted the money and he began to wallow in poverty, suffering. He wanted to run back home to his father, but he remembered the agreement. Do not come back to me until after 7 years. So he thought within himself what he could do. And he still remained like 4 years to go back to his father. Then he remembered, after much suffering, one day that his father gave him a tablet of knowledge. So he reached out to this tablet of knowledge for the first time. He opened it and he started reading what is written inside. Lo and behold, the tablet was loaded with words of wisdom and everything one can make life with when it comes to building wealth and how to manage success in life. He lamented, he cried that if he had known, if he had studied this tablet before lavishing the money, that he could have been able to multiply the money instead of wasting it. Nevertheless, he started all over again, applying the principles of wealth creation written in the tablet of knowledge. He started doing some hard work, labor work in order to sustain his life with, and began to save, accumulate money again, and he started investing, following the principles of wealth creation written in this tablet. And he started making it. Life came back to him again. Now it is the 7th year to return back to his father. He has accumulated wealth, he has multiplied wealth, and joyfully he was glad to return back to his father. And his father received him with all gladness, having seen the success he has marked. And the father called on the people around to celebrate his son's arrival. And the father was impressed with the success this guy has made. Now, he announced publicly to the people and he handed over all his investment to this son now that his ability has been proven. What are we driving at in today's video? I want to show you the impact of knowledge in wealth creation. Many people just think it's just to wake up and have money. And when you have money and knowledge is not added, I tell you, such money flies away. Such money flies away. In this part of the world, many people, after they have built great success, just hand over success to their son or their daughter to take after, even when such son or daughter don't even have that kind of mindset or maturity that can run the business. That's the reason you see many business die after the owner, have departed. Why? The mind that was running such business before is no longer the same mind running it. And this man did not use that as sentiment. He had to train and try the ability of that son before he handed over. I want to tell you, in this part of the world, many people, when you put money and knowledge side by side, let me ask you, what will people around you will pick? Many people will pick money, forgetting that when you pick knowledge, you can make much more money than the cash given you at that point in time. I'm telling you the impact of knowledge in wealth creation. You must develop knowledge. You must look for it. You must search for it as if your life depends on it. Every man or substance you see in our society today that make real wealth, they are men of knowledge, men of understanding, men of understanding. That's why when you see many people who win lottery, who win game and this and that, at that point in time they have a lot of money, but because something is lacking, within short period of time they get broke again. Why? The knowledge is missing. See, the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. That is to tell you how even our God value knowledge. I tell you, and in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 13, when you look at the Good News Version, the Good News Version said, we should value knowledge, which our life depend on. The education is your life. Guard it well. The impact of knowledge, the impact of education in our lives cannot be overemphasized. And when I say education, I don't necessarily mean, the higher school, the decorated people we get in school. Yeah, it may be part of it. All the same, it means to grow from within. That thing you choose to do, know it well. Study, research, as if your life depends on it. Some people, after graduating, they stop reading, as if they have gotten to the end of education. The day you stop learning, you start dying. God is expecting you to keep growing in knowledge and understanding every time. That is how you can sustain wealth. That is how you can manage resources. That is why even when you become rich, you will not misbehave. Why? Knowledge is added to what you have gotten. As you are growing, accumulating knowledge, and the right knowledge, when you apply it, it brings wealth. That is the way to creating wealth. It's one of the way. You cannot just sit down looking and just expect things to be running on its own. Knowledge has to be put in place. Knowledge, the impact of knowledge cannot be overemphasized. The more you know, the more you get. And when you know and you apply, you multiply your wealth. The impact of knowledge is what we are looking at in today's video. And I want you to put in your best. You must know. If you don't know, then you'll be at the background. You become irrelevant. What you know and you are using for yourself and the society is what becomes useful for you and produce great wealth for you. God emphasized the impact of knowledge in our lives. And when you read that book of Hosea, he said, because when you read it further from that chapter 4 of Hosea, you read it further, the Bible says, because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you and withdraw you from being my servant. Now, when I say servant there, let me tell you, every one of us are ministers here. We are here on planet Earth on the mission. So I told you in one of our videos that you need to discover why you are here on this planet Earth. Now, when knowledge is missing, you miss your place in that area of calling, in that mission. That's why you see many people running another person's race in life. Why? The knowledge is missing. There is a missing link there. God is saying, if you want me to relate with you, you must be type that value knowledge. You must be type that value knowledge. And I tell you, if you value knowledge and you make good use of it, you are on your way to greatness. Keep reading, keep researching, keep knowing, keep, digging, always wanting to know. And I tell you, the more you discover, the more you still discover that you are yet to know. And you keep searching, you keep, researching, you keep digging, and you begin to know. I wish you all the best. See you next class. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We still have a lot to discuss, and I want us to grow together so that we can become what God has created us to be. He has taken his time to invest so much in us, and his investment is in form of seed. And what will grow that seed is our understanding, knowledge. When you know, the seed begin to grow unto manifestation, bringing great harvest. And I tell you, your harvest in life is directly proportional to what you know. Let's meet next class. I love you.